There, how are you doing? Team Nokia Power here, and we welcome you all to a very interesting video. In this video, we will evaluate the performance of Nokia 3.1 Plus. The Nokia 3.1 Plus is powered by the Helio P22 processor that you can see here, and it has a memory of like it's a RAM size is 3 GB. So it has Helio P22 and it has 3 GB RAM, and it meets all that with near stock Android. So the combination of these three should, I mean, provide good performance, though it's like a low mid-range device. So you should, kind of expect what needs to be expected there. But then we need to obviously evaluate and see how good it is. So if you talk about the general performance, general real-life performance of normal things like navigation, etc., it's very fast actually. You would not feel any issue anywhere when you do general task, basic tasks like these. So general navigation is very fluid. You can see how quickly the store opens here. Let's quickly check the camera. So, as you can see, the camera has also opened very quickly actually, and we can check the shot to shot timings here. It's quite fast actually. We have sent the camera to the background, and if we try to resume, it resumes really fast actually. And all that when we consider it to be kind of low mid-range device. So when we talk about the browsing part, the browsing is also quite good actually, capable. So we have only two tabs open here, but we can obviously open more. So we will do that. We'll try to open like 10 tabs so that we have a good idea about what to expect when we do heavy browsing on this device. So now I think we have opened 8 tabs. We will open a few more. Let's quickly go to some other site. So we have now 10 tabs open here, and it will be interesting to see how good it can behave, or like how will it behave. So as you could have noticed that scrolling is very fast actually, which is a sign of a good processor actually. Usually if the processor is powerful, the things like scrolling really work well. And rendering is also very quick. So at least when it comes to browsing, I don't think Nokia 3.1 will disappoint. The browsing seems to be quite good. Rendering is quick, scrolling is fast, panning and zooming look like pretty easy. So as I said, the browsing is good, enjoyable on this device. Now let's send it to the background. Now we can quickly see how the multitasking works like. So it's a resume from the background. It has only 3 GB RAM, so that needs to be taken into account. But still, I think with the only 3 GB RAM, it's so far working fine. Okay, now time to check some games maybe. So one of the most heavy games like GTA SA, so we use it a lot while we evaluate the performance, and we will see how it behaves here. So with GTA SA, we have occasionally seen app crashing sometimes, but it is when you play the game, it's really enjoyable, and we have not faced such kind of issue. But when you try to do something like sending to the background, etc., I mean, sometimes we have like faced issues. So that might be because of the optimization of the game with this kind of processor or MediaTek processor. But still, when you really in the game, you really enjoy, and you have seen that the gameplay is good. Then we have another game which is PUBG Mobile, which is like one of the heaviest games, and many of our readers ask us to just go for it so that we can do an evaluation, and we have done that. So GTA SA and now PUBG Mobile. So with these games open in the background, Nokia 3.1 Plus get a good jog. So let's quickly see how it handles. So you should keep that in mind that we already have 10 browser tabs open in the background, then camera is open, other apps are open. So for a device of this price range, it's a good heavy load, and we really expect it to whether it can handle. If it handles all this load, we will obviously rate it high and say that it's good in terms of performance. Okay, so we will quickly stroll here and there. So this is how PUBG works on this device, and so far we have not faced many issues with PUBG. So now we can quickly send to the background, and we can now check how the multitasking works like. on Nokia 3.1 Plus. So here we go. And at least GTSA gives us the resume option, so it has not restarted. That is a good news, good sign. What about PUBG Mobile? So PUBG Mobile has also resumed from the background. That is good. Now let's quickly check the browsers tabs. Yes, and browser tabs have also resumed here, which is really good actually. I'll then obviously, as I said, I will rate it high if it handles all this load. So with 10 tabs and two heavy games open in the background, if it can handle all the things well, it's really to the credit of this device, because as I said, it's a low mid-range device. Still it is resuming. So as you can understand, this device could was like it's able to take this much load with 10 browser tabs open, two very heavy. So these are the heaviest of the games, PUBG Mobile and GTASA, and it's able to handle all these. So if we open or try to open more games, etc., then it may like be pushing it to the extreme. So we can quickly see if pushing to extreme helps it. So there is one more game which we do here on this. Okay, it asks for a Google Play Games install. Let's install it. But for the time being, we can actually send this to the background, and it will be a good test actually, because more you open, more you see as how it works or how it gets handled. Okay. Okay, so it handles these things very, this much load, at least it's handling very well. Let's quickly check the PUBG Mobile. And the good news is that till now, with three games open in the background, we at least don't have any kind of resume. It's all, sorry, no, it can restart. It's all resuming very well. So with that, we can obviously, rate Nokia 3.1 Plus high when it comes to performance with a MediaTek Helio P22 processor, 3 GB RAM, and near stock Android. It is really capable device for its price range, because usually in this price range we don't see devices handling this kind of this kind of load. So it's quite capable, and we obviously rate it high, rate it highly. So our recommendation would be, if you really want to go for a device of this kind of good performance with heavy games in this price range, you can obviously consider 3.1 plus. So with that, we come to end of this video evaluation. Thanks for watching. Stay tuned for more.